good morning, El Camino. I'm finally back. It is Thursday, April 11, 2024. It's me, Luis, and Cam, Denzel, Maxine, and Gary are all out, so I'm filling in for today. So let's take a look at what analysis we have for today. All right. Oh, did not want to do that. All right. So dance show tickets will be going on sale on April 2nd. Come see your favorite dancer on stage May 2nd, 3rd, 4th at 7 p.m. and May 4th at 1 p.m. Get your tickets pre-sale before we sell out. Come join us for Drama Club's annual Drama Night on April 11th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in the Little Theater. There will be games, performances, awards, and free concessions. RSVP through the link at ECHS Drama Department on Instagram or by QR code on a poster. Calling all dancers. APD auditions are open to all. You can also use this to skip to a higher level. We can't wait to see you on April 19th at 3:45 p.m. in Studio 61. The code for Google Classroom is 3NBIFLC. Any questions or inquiries, please contact at El Camino Dance SSF and at Leilani Pacumio. Cults, with the prom season around the corner, be sure to participate in our promposal competition this year. In order to enter, both students must be from El Camino. Both must have already purchased a prom bid, and promposals must be appropriate. Send your entries by DMing at ECHS_Colts, and we will upload your entry to our Instagram. The pose with the most likes will win 2 free yearbooks. And that's all I got for announcements, and now for my specialty, the weather. So, as you know, I've been out for like the whole week, and I finally came back yesterday, and I had to recover. So I'm finally back today, and I was out in Texas because family meetup, but also I was able to get caught in a very rare spectacle, and you probably heard me talk about it a few days ago, but it was the solar eclipse that went from Texas to Maine. So I was in Dallas, and fortunately for me, I was able to be right in the middle of it. So let's take a look of what I experienced by going to the solar eclipse. All right, so I was over the Ronald Kirk pedestrian bridge, which is right over the Trinity River, about west of Dallas. So there was a lot of people along the riverbed. There was also a lot of people on the Ronald Kirk Bridge itself, and you can see downtown Dallas right there. There was some clouds in the beginning, so it was kind of a little frustrating. But nearing totality, the clouds were able to break, and it was enough that you could see the eclipse right there. And then in this picture, it was just a few minutes before totality, these two, and you can see the sky started to get really dark. You can see right there, then also here with the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge right beneath, and then the sun just about to be covered by the moon. So for those who don't know, a solar eclipse happens when the moon gets between us at Earth and on the sun, and will have its shadow go along a path, also known as the path of totality. And for this eclipse back on Monday, April 8th, it started near the coast of Mexico, went through Texas, then went right up to Maine and made some stops near Cleveland, Ohio, and Niagara Falls as well. So this is the iconic photo that's known when people think of a total solar eclipse. This is the one I took when we finally hit totality in Dallas. The clouds finally cleared, and the sun's corona was visible right around the new moon, and it was a very interesting sight to see. So of course here in the Bay Area, it was only a partial eclipse. Only 34% of the sun was covered, and it was. I know some of you also went out to see it, but it was even a partial eclipse could still be interesting. But totality is really something to see. So the path to totality, you can see it was right around the coast of Mexico, then went up through Texas, up through the Midwest, and into Maine. So it's around 1,000 miles away from where we are here at El Camino. And then the next total solar eclipse in the continental U.S. will be in 2044, but that'll be up into Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. The next coast-to-coast eclipse will be on August 12, 2045, so about 21 years from now. But the benefit is you don't have to travel far, as the path of totality will be right up Northern California, right through Eureka into Redding. So it's about 118 miles from El Camino just to get up there. And if you're wondering how it's going to be since we're closer to the path of totality in 2045, this is what it'll look like from us here in San Francisco. So it'll be around 94% of the sun covered, but not enough to experience the path of totality. So you can't really see the corona, but 94% will be the deepest eclipse in many years. So that's all I got for the eclipse. Now let's talk about the weather. So from San Bruno Mountain, you can see that's mostly sunny after a few storms like during spring break. Then of course we're nearing summer, so the marine layer is already off the coast. The almanac's up to 65 and 49 for our averages. The record is 84 and 38 from many years ago. The sun rose at 6:39 and will set at 7:42. So we're a few weeks away before the sun finally sets at 8 p.m. and it starts feeling more like summer. So no rain this week yet, but then we got 7/10 of an inch of rain so far this month. So we have around 2 more days of mild temps with sun and clouds. Then we have another storm, which look at that, into the weekend, and it will be a cold one as well. For this month, we're around 65% of the monthly average, around 8/10 of an inch of rain. But usually we get around 1.36 inches in the month of April based on data from SFO. For the water year, we're at 152% of average as we're nearing 29 inches of rain for this whole water year. And we're still way beyond the usual average based on SFO. So we're doing pretty good for this water year. The snowpack's also doing pretty good, around 121% of this date in the Northern Sierra, around 127 for the April 1st, which is when the snowpack is its deepest. We're also doing good in the Central Sierra and the Southern Sierra, both beyond 100% of the average. This morning, it was in the upper 40s to low 50s because we had some clear skies, but the coast is a little bit warmer because of the marine layer. And then 50 and 51 were the warmest in South City and in the Sunset District. We'll make it to maybe around the low to mid 60s with some sunny skies. Then the marine layer will likely return as we get into this evening. The rest of the peninsula will be low mid 60s along the coast, mid to upper 60s, El Camino, eastward and southward. For the next 6 to 10 days, the temperature outlook looking a little bit above average. You can see the colors here were around like an orangey color, so that means there's a chance for above average temperatures. And for the rainfall outlook after the storm on Saturday, looks like we're going to be way below average for rainfall. So as you can see, we're in this dark brown. But look at the 1 week cold cast. You can see there's the storm coming in around Saturday and continues into Sunday. Then after that, it will clear out again. And then if you take a look at the rainfall estimates as we look at the models right now, not really that big of an eye catcher, even though these numbers could change. So around 3/10 in San Francisco, and then near an inch in the Santa Cruz Mountains, possibly also in the Sierra. So it's going to be probably one more storm, then maybe we'll get a much longer break and maybe even more warmer temperatures. So it'll feel more like spring and, of course, more fog because that's how the weather is here. So that's all I got for the weather. Now, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, Colts. Have an amazing Thursday.